Welcome to Shruti Out Loud.
Alright, welcome back to another weekend with Shruti Out Loud. Today we have a very special guest. I know I say it for every guest, but today's guest is extra special because it is my younger sister and she is a YouTuber and she started her journey about a month, 1 year back or so. And yeah, since then, her channel has grown and there have been so many things that have been done, and it has been an absolutely amazing journey, and I have seen the journey as a sister. But today, right now, here on this episode, I will be just the host and she'll be just the guest. But today, yes, one thing is definitely different, that instead of the split screen, we will be sharing the same screen and she'll be sitting right next to me. So also I wanted to tell you guys one thing, that this month is sort of a special month where I am majorly inviting people who are very near and dear to me. So last week I had one of my closest friend. Today I have my sister. Next week I have my another friend who is a scientist, and after that I have my aunt who has done her PhD in Sanskrit. So without wasting another second, let's call our guest. And so my sister is here. I really wish that I could make some sort of music to invite her, like
Hello, Sammy. Hello, Shruti. How are you?
Hi Shiva, I'm really good.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're most welcome. And I remember when I started off my this whole podcast thing, I had told you that I will be inviting you for one of the episodes, and you had said you had a fixed target that once that happens,
Right.
only after that you will be sort of willing to come for an episode.
Right.
So you have achieved that, and today here we are having this discussion about your journey as a YouTuber. Right?
Right.
Alright. So people, so my screen is tilted today, so you guys will have to tilt your screens, and I hope I'll be able to read the comments and everything whenever that happens. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask those questions. And so without wasting another second, let's start this discussion and let's start our this conversation with Shivani. And I usually call her Shiva, but let's see, whether it's Shivani or Shiva. It will possibly, I'll just keep switching between both the names. So Shiva,
You
there
just
we are. So Shiva, why don't you start with your background? Like, what have you done? And just basically a glimpse throughout your life till today.
Okay. That's a very interesting question as well. So thank you for that. So basically, I studied sociology in my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And that was really interesting. So I've always been really interested in understanding the society and how the groups work, and just the dynamics of the people, how it happens. So,
Right.
sociology was very interesting for me in that sense.
Okay.
And after that, I worked with you actually.
Yes, she did work with me.
We explored some
Yeah.
stuff together.
Right.
As in, like, I was your internal intern. So thank you for that. And then, so in 2018, since it was a rough year for us, I realized, I just couldn't be at home, right? So I was like, okay, I have to be away. So I thought about it and I looked for the options, and I went to Pushkar, which is my second home, and I was a manager at this really nice place that I love, Pineapple Express Hostel.
Right.
So that went on until the end of 2018, but then I was done with it. Like, I was, because I'm also an introvert, right? I don't really talk a lot.
No, she doesn't.
I'm not a.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, enough of people. I want to be on my own now. So I came back, and now I'm unemployed. I don't have work. So one day I decided that, okay, I have to find some option. So I went to my brother and I'm like, Bhaiya, I'm going to be working for you, and just like whatever work, make me your assistant. I will sort your documents out. I will do whatever you teach me, and I will you just pay me a salary and I'll work for you.
Right.
So that went on for a bit. So I was dealing with the CA and stuff, like doing some documents, sorting some documents, some just like random stuff. But that wasn't still me. That didn't feel like I enjoy this work. This was more like sibling helping another sibling. There was nothing me in it. And then we came across this wonderful genre, the field that I work in, YouTube. And in YouTube specifically, walking tours.
Right.
So then we explored it. We realized that okay, this is a category where you just walk with a camera for a while in different places,
Right.
and that's it. Also, there's a huge audience for it, and considering I really enjoy being in different places,
Absolutely.
just walking and just exploring the stuff on my own. So this seemed perfect. So within a week we bought a camera, and within that week I went to Chitkul to do my first trip. So that's
With the camera.
with the camera. So that was my beginning of She Walking.
Right. Okay, so I have few questions from what you just said. That you were working in Pineapple Express as a manager.
Right.
So what was that experience like, considering that you are an introvert, and obviously being a manager, it's more about
Right.
talking, like talking to everyone and
Right.
managing everything and everyone 24/7.
Right.
So how did you cope up with that?
So it was difficult, to be honest. It
Uh-huh.
was really out of my comfort zone.
Right.
Because I had to do a lot of interactions. There were a lot of pressure, like the pressure that I never had before on me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still, like I needed my mind to be, fully occupied. So I was okay with that. But as soon as I healed a little bit,
Yeah.
I realized that okay, this is too much. This is like too much interaction, too many people, too many promises, too many, just too much. So yeah.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so another question for you is something that you did not mention, but because I know that, so I'm going to ask you that. So you have also videos for the band Chizai,
Yes.
and that's also a bit about basically traveling.
Right.
So could you maybe tell us your experience doing, how did that happen, and maybe just take us along in that journey.
So that was a really interesting episode in my life as well. So in 2016, I had a knee surgery.
Obviously, I know.
And I broke my ACL and stuff happened. So I was in bed, as in like I couldn't move for months, and like 4 months into healing, I receive a message from Sultan, and he's like, Shivani, I'm shooting a music video, so would you like to be a part in it? And considering I also have theatre background, I have done theatre for a little bit.
Right, absolutely. We will talk about that also. Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, you are into theatre and we are looking for an actor, so would you like to be a part? I was like, I would love to, but then I have a weak knee. But then maybe it will be okay, so let's go for it. You can help me a little bit and we can do it.
Right.
And yeah, so that happened. Like the decision was made the same night, and within a few months, within a couple of months maybe, we were on it. And the theme of the song is also similar to what I am actually. Just like not understanding the society too much, and being on my own, traveling on my own, having the bliss of my own. So yeah. So yeah, Far Away is also a very what do you call it, very close to my heart in that sense, because it's me.
Absolutely. So now talking about her experience in theatre, so possibly let's dig into that part and ask her more questions about how was life when she was into theatre, acting, doing plays. I have seen her performing, by the way, and she was absolutely like, you cannot imagine that this is the same girl. Like, the girl who is living with us and, day in and day out. When on stage, she was absolutely something else. So let's ask her about that part. So Shivani, how did that happen? And I just switched from Shiva to Shivani. So how did that happen? So basically, how did you come? Because I honestly I don't remember. I don't have the memory of that part. That how did you decide to go ahead with joining a theatre and what was like? How did you join that particular group? So yeah.
That's also an interesting episode. So it was in 2014 and I just finished school, I guess. Yes. Did I?
Honestly, I don't remember the year.
But yes, that
Yeah.
was like joining college and leaving school. So that was when I was again, at this milestone where I was realizing that, I don't want to be so associated with people as such, like be so into, friendships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I still wanted something.
Okay.
And then I stumbled upon Asmita Theatre Group.
Alright.
And actually I had a friend back then, and we used to talk a little bit, and he was like, actually he was the one to introduce me to it.
Oh.
And we had never met before or something like that, but we were talking.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, I'm going to be joining this theatre and you should look into it as well. So I was like, yeah, kyun nahi? So I checked it out and I really liked the, what do you call it?
The whole vibe.
The whole vibe.
For lack of the whole vibe of the the thing.
So easy to say, just the whole vibe,
Yeah.
So yeah, then we decided that okay, let's join. We joined together, and that was the first time we met. And yeah, I did theatre for like 2 years, 2, 3, 4, some few years.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how I joined the theatre. And then the way you're saying that I am a different person on stage, it's because can you reframe the question, like what do you want to know about it?
So basically, yes, the whole experience of joining the theatre and how like the difference between like you have two personalities, one
Right.
at home and one there.
Right.
So how did you sort of how did you do that? Like because overall you are an introvert, you are not a very social person, but when you're out there, when you're performing, you are talking to like even with your job, like I am actually figuring out like few points here that Shivani otherwise is an introvert, but out there her first job as a manager, obviously talking to a lot of people, her theatre again performing in front of so many people. So yeah, like I am a bit confused. Like I don't know how to frame that, but yes, that's maybe I'm not really confused, but I am very curious and mesmerized by this whole fact that you are
Two
like,
people.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Theatre was easy for me because then I was not Shivani anymore. Then I was this character Jasmeet who was from Punjab,
Right.
and who was from Punjab, and she's very jolly and this and that.
Right.
So the separation was easy for me to do somehow.
Right.
And similarly, when I was the manager, I was not Shivani, I was the manager. So I think the occupation or the roles, I can separate myself from it somehow.
That's quite amazing actually, keeping the part of you within you and being somebody else when you're out there.
Right.
So, and balancing that part out, I think that's really great.
Yeah, it's
Like really,
fun.
really good. Absolutely. So, okay. So, my another question for you is coming back to She Walking. So, the genre that you guys are in, like there are a lot of people who are doing the walking videos, but the main thing, maybe your USP is that yes, you guys are walking, but you are not talking.
no walk and talk.
Yeah, there's no walking and talking. It's just plain simple walking. So how did that happen? Why was that decision taken? Like, was it a conscious decision, or maybe could you tell us a bit about that part?
That's a very good question. Thank you for asking that, Sami.
Right.
So actually that worked out perfect for us, because considering I'm an introvert, half of me is an introvert, more of me is an introvert, it was easy for me to, just walk.
Right.
like talking is again something that I'm not super into, right? And the fact that when you're walking without talking, you let the other person, you let the viewer have his own story. You know, like when we walk, we go through so many thoughts and so many, you know, memories. So if I would talk while I walk, then
This is coming out so beautifully, like, you know, talk and walk and walk and talk.
then you would be, you know, hearing my stories, my thoughts.
Right.
But I don't want to do that to you. I want you to have a full experience of walking without me talking. So you can have your own time of your own self.
Absolutely. So it's more like, you know, just watch her walking and you can think. Like whatever you want to think, the thoughts are, they belong to you. They don't
Right.
belong to her.
Right. So like if I'm walking and I'm seeing this man in red, I could have said that, oh, look at that man in red. But maybe if you are watching the same video and you see this beautiful tree,
Yeah.
then you are thinking that, you know, oh, look at this beautiful tree.
Right.
So it's
Right.
your story and that's my story. And sometimes like it's not like fully not talking at all, because when I walk, there comes a time when I lose the direction because I'm not really, you know, checking the map
Right.
ever.
Right.
I just go with my intuition. I'm like, okay, chalega, dekh lete hain, bhagwan dekh lete hain. So yeah, sometimes I lose the direction, and that's when I ask people like, Bhaiya, where is this spot? Bhaiya, where is this? Didi,
Right.
where is this? And sometimes like I sneeze, sometimes I cough. So those little things happen, so you know that there's a human behind.
Right.
Because nothing at all would be like, still be like, ooh,
Robotic.
robotic.
Right.
But this gives a little human feeling,
Right.
which I think is also a bit of our USP to, you know, just add a little something.
Yeah.
A little something.
So yeah, this is possibly, you know, the quirks of your personality that show through your videos, basically.
Right.
Like maybe something like, you know, when you're walking and sometimes maybe you talk to yourself, oh, acha, galat aa gayi, or something like that, you know.
Exactly.
So these are like your quirks and you are not filtering those out. You are not filtering that part out.
exactly.
Majorly,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, that's interesting. That's quite interesting.
Thank you.
And before going to next question, let's just quickly, could you maybe, you know, check the comments? Could you read it? This for me
the
is a
other
little-
side of Shiva.
Alright, yes. Comments which we cannot read, by the way. Really sorry, guys. But yes, we are having an absolutely amazing discussion with my sister Shivani, and we are talking about her journey as a YouTuber, wherein basically she had the channel of
She Walking.
She Walking, and what's the genre that you call it?
Walking tours.
Walking tours. Right. So let's go to our next question on that note. So what's with the name? What's the mystery behind the name? She Walking.
So, actually, the name that we started with was Raggedy Easel. And that is the name of my brothers, our brother's company, right?
Right.
So we started with that name, but that didn't feel like it, you know, that like, you know, I make walking videos and check out my channel Raggedy
Right.
Easel. So that didn't go together somehow. So you're thinking that, okay, you know, we could do something like related to walking, maybe walking tours, maybe girl walking, maybe something like that. And then we were just joking around, like, you know, she walking there or something like that. And then we were like, okay, she walking, that's it. And the interesting thing, the little joke, the inside joke that there is about she walking is that she walking, right? And my ghar ka naam is Shiva.
Shiva.
So like if you think about it, it's also a bit of my name, right? Shiva.
Right. Shiva.
Shiva. So हाँ,
So it was just a perfect name
just
for
perfect, हाँ.
it. Which shows like the person behind the camera and what that camera is doing, sort of. She
Right.
Okay.
She, girl, हाँ. Also
And
she
she.
means girl.
Wow.
So you already know it's a girl.
Right.
And then Shiva, if you know my name,
Then you know
also
that's a
know my
Shiva.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, that served a lot of purposes, I have to say.
Right.
She walking. Perfect. Alright, and let's go to your tagline. So what's your tagline?
It's keep walking with she walking.
Isn't that so awesome?
Keep walking with she walking.
That's so cool. Alright, so what's behind this keep walking with she walking? Like, how did you again come across this and how did that happen? And it's so rhyming and, you know, so catchy.
Right. It also started very, ekdam se.
Huh.
It was, because as a YouTuber, you have to take care of the audience. You
Right.
have to, show them that, they matter, their comments matter. So I always reply and I'm always like, thank you for watching and stay tuned and, there's more content coming and this and this and that.
Yeah.
So like from stay tuned, I was like, because I am walking and if you are seeing the video, you are also walking. Like we are walking together. And if we are walking, then I want you to walk.
Huh. Like it's all
As
about
in,
walking. Why
So,
are
like,
you sitting? Just walk. Yeah, come on, dude.
So I'm she walking.
Huh.
And if I want you to watch,
Huh.
then basically I want you to walk.
Right.
Because when you walk is when you watch. Right? So so I was like, okay, I want my audience to walk and I'm she walking. And what is it that can,
Bring them on.
bring them on the So that's why I was like, let's do keep walking. And then I was like, keep walking. Why does that sound similar to something? Keep walking. And then I realized that, okay, keep walking, but she walking. And it was
Actually, that worked out perfectly well. I have to say that. Okay, so there is one thing that I want you to do, and maybe I want to tell this to you right now, and we can do this towards the end. But yes, I want you to do it, and without breaking the flow. So, because you were in theatre, you played the role of Jasmeet.
yes.
So, guys, I have to ask her to sort of, do a little bit of that role towards the end before the, our the last game that we word association we do. Before that, maybe just a little bit. Like,
Sure.
I'm not asking you to do the whole play, obviously
Sure.
not, but a little bit.
Okay.
So, guys, you also keep that in mind. If I forget and if she forgets, then you have to remind us that. All right. So, our next question for you is, what has been the longest duration when you just, walked continuously?
Longest duration I walked, maybe like 40 minutes to an hour tops.
Alright.
So far, like now I'm aiming at walking for hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
go on for a long time. But
Right.
so far, like an hour.
Right. So, you just keep walking
Right.
without talking. Right? So how, I'm pretty sure that for this you need to be very patient,
Right.
because I'm pretty sure that at times you do get a bit frustrated, and you have went out for walks in summers, in winters, in snow, in rain also possibly.
Right. Huh.
Like you have covered it all.
Right.
So obviously the frustration sort of builds in.
Right.
But you have to be patient because you are doing something and you have to keep walking. So how does that happen? Like the role of patience in what you do.
So it's actually a very interesting question. So thank you for asking that.
Alright, sure.
So it's really interesting because how usually when we walking is never our purpose, right? Our purpose is always to reach. I'm starting from my home and I'll be there in 20 minutes. And 20 minutes you're just like aiming towards a destination.
Yes.
That's your goal.
Yes.
Walking is never your goal unless you go for a morning walk.
Yeah.
Right? So, but for me, it's my work. So like walking, the journey is my destination. So how can I,
That's so. That's absolutely, that's so crazy. Like the journey is my destination.
Right. So
That's
like
so
walking
cool,
is
yeah.
my work. So there's no place to reach. As soon as I reach, I finish.
Right.
There's nothing that it's only
The walk.
the walk. It's only on the way. So no, I don't ever get frustrated. Yeah, I get tired sometimes, but then it doesn't matter. You know, when you're working, you are working.
So patience just sort of comes in.
Right.
Like you don't have to work on it. You don't
No.
have to tell yourself that, oh my god, yes, you are losing patience, but no, let's not.
No,
Never,
no, no.
never like
No. Like I would get hurt, I would
Ah.
get tired, but that doesn't have anything to do with
patience.
frustrations.
Right. All right. Okay, so now let's come to
And also, Rivu, it's nice to see you as well.
I literally cannot read a thing. So maybe Shiva, can you just maybe scroll down a little and see and read?
Nice.
Oh wow.
The other side of Shiva, somebody saying.
Let's just quickly check if we have any comments or anything before going to the
No
next
questions.
question. All right, drum roll. Oh, love Pushkar. Sukriti, hello. The other side of Shiva. Great to see Shivani after ages. All right. Okay, so let's go back to our questions.
Right.
So coming to the present scenario, the whole thing that the whole world is going through, the lockdowns and the pandemic, the global crisis, the words that we have never heard before are being used so commonly, and considering that your whole work was about going out, traveling,
Right.
walking, and all of that.
Right.
So that is not happening right now,
Right.
right?
Right.
So how are you sort of used? Like how are you being functional? Like in the same regard to your profession? What are the things that you are doing, and and what is the impact of this lockdown that maybe you are having, if you are having any?
Okay. So basically, when I was working in the past year, I made a lot of videos, right? So I was full on at it. So I still have some stock to upload, which is, that's not a problem for, a few months. But
Right.
still, it is a problem because I cannot go and walk. I cannot create new content. So then we thought about it, me and my brother. We discussed what are the possible ways to, take the channel ahead,
Right.
do something for the audience because they are your subscribers. They are the, they are there
People
for
who
you.
love
Right. People who want to see you.
Absolutely.
So this new theme that we are coming up with is driving.
Okay.
So she driving. So we so we are gonna make videos that we'll just drive on the roads, and
Right.
that's what you'll see. And along with it, we are also doing music. So there's peaceful music. There's a little bit of lo-fi vibe. So if you put the playlist on, you can listen to some nice music along with just roads and move forward still. So that's something that we are already working at.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And you have already started working on these driving videos.
Right.
Like I went with them for the very first drive, by the way. It was really good to go out of home. And they have already uploaded the very first driving
Yes,
video.
the first video has been uploaded.
So guys, you can go and check it out, and just it's absolutely amazing. Just play it, and the music is there, and it's like the sky is so beautiful and blue, and just enjoy. Absolutely, you will fall in love with it. All right. So okay, so another thing that I want to sort of discuss with you is that you have been away from social media for a very long time now. Like how long it has been, why did you take that decision, and how has it impacted you, and when will we be able to see you back online, or if that's never gonna happen? So yes, there are a lot of questions, but
Okay. So we'll start with why I left.
yes.
Okay. So it's been I think more than 3 months now that I've been away from Instagram and WhatsApp and stuff like that. And it happened because because also lockdown is a time when when we are looking into ourselves and this is like mirror time. This is because like when you go out, you know, I'm having a bad day, so I'll go out for a coffee and I'm not having a bad day anymore.
Right.
But that's not a problem solved. But now that I cannot go out for a coffee, I have problem. And how to deal with that problem? So
Right.
easy way, like instead of a coffee, it's social media. You go on the social media, you check around, okay, this is happening, that is happening. Wow, I love it.
Right.
You post something and you know people are like, wow, this is really good, you know, go on. So it happens, then again you feel good, you're like, okay, I had my coffee. Nice. After an hour, it drops. You again feel bad because
Right.
the problem again comes back.
Right.
So you again post something. You get high, but again it drops. So that's a very temporary high, just like a cigarette, right? Because when we have the urge to smoke a cigarette, it's really nice. It's really nice when we're smoking, we stub it, 20 minutes, we're sorted, there's no problem at all. Life is good. After 20 minutes, we again feel like smoking. So it's like a temporary kind of, you know, happiness, temporary kind of satisfaction. So I realized that I was, you know, because in the end we all want satisfaction, right?
Right.
The end goal is happiness. The end goal is that, okay, I want to sleep nice at night.
Right.
You want to feel good, right?
Exactly.
And then coffee and cigarettes and friends and social media, these are the things that help you to sleep good, right?
And to sort of, you know, go through the day.
Right. So I realized that this was something temporary that I was, you know, aiming for and I was getting it, right? But then I realized that this cannot go on. I cannot have an empty bottle and then get it filled from social media or cigarettes or coffee and then again have it empty and then again fill it.
Right.
Like that cycle didn't seem to, you know, work out for me. And then I was like, okay, I gotta look for something more permanent, you know, something that's not gonna get empty so soon. You know, the highs is not gonna come down so soon. So I realized that I have to get away from social media
Okay.
and look for that validation, look for that satisfaction, look for that happiness from within. Because whenever I'm looking for it, then I can just get it, I can just bring it up and feel it. There's nothing from outside, you know, like within and without. When I was asking from the world, it was without. Without means like without me, without my conscience. But then within is like anytime I am feeling bad, I can go in, I can meditate and I come back, you know.
Absolutely.
So that is one thing that I, you know, wanted to fix. I didn't want to depend so much on the social media to feel happy. And it's been going great. I love it.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right. So you
Over it. Over
Yeah.
it.
yeah, over it, like, you know, absolutely over it. Not even having a discussion about when she's coming back. Nope, not gonna happen. All right. So you have already told us about your upcoming videos. Let's talk about, you know, the recent milestone in the journey of being a YouTuber. And you recently got your 1,000 followers. You had completed your 4,000 hours
4,000 hours.
much before this,
Right.
and recently they got their, like, you know, she walking got 1,000 followers, subscribers. Oh yeah. You know, all these social media platforms, they have all these different slangs. So yes, subscribers for YouTube, 1,000 subscribers for YouTube channel. So yes, let's talk about that part and how did you celebrate? How did that happen? I was a part of it, but this good part is for you guys. Yes.
So yeah, She Walking has been an year-long journey, right? And the subscribers come really slow. Like it is a process. Like it was a 1-year process, and then we completed 4,000 hours a bit before the subscribers. So we hit the subscribers, and can you ask the same question again? Sorry.
The whole feeling of getting the 1,000 subscribers. How did you celebrate? How did that happen? What was that moment like? And what was the feeling basically?
It felt great. It was a milestone that, you know, I was aiming for a long time, because every time, you know, people ask you that, you know, what do you do for life, and you say you have a YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel, and the first question that they ask is how and as soon as you say a small number, it just like, you know, they're like, okay, whatever, it's nothing. So so you have to go through that as well, you know. Then people come on and they're like, you know, this genre wouldn't work, maybe you should also speak, you know, maybe you should do some blogging, you know, maybe you should explore more. So you have to go through all of that, and you have to keep trust in yourself that, you know, it will happen sometime, it will happen. So yeah, when we finally hit 1000 subscribers, it was like, whoa, wow, it feels so good. And after 1000, your channel gets monetized, so you start earning money.
Right.
And you know, YouTube also celebrates with you. They are like, okay, you know, Shivani, you know, She Walking, you can come work in our office now. You know, little things, you can come for the events and stuff like that. So it was a little milestone that we
Just
achieved, and it felt great. We really celebrated that day, and we were dancing, partying, and yeah, it felt good.
Right. So these are like 1000 people who want to see your videos, as simple as that, and that's a really good number.
Right.
You know? There are 1000 people on this planet who love your work.
Right. And it feels so beautiful. Right.
Sure, yeah. It's like a, you know, it's a very, very personal feeling in that sense, that you walk, you create videos, and they just love you for walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Yeah, they can use the sentence
Yeah,
in
the
reverse
other way
for me.
also. Yeah. Keep walking. Keep walking.
walking.
So yeah, I think that's a really great achievement to have on your part. And also, so before closing this section, I want to ask you for any tips that you would like to give the viewers, maybe either watching or who will watch in future. So because, you know, sometimes people, they don't get the right direction, they end up giving up. And so yeah, what are some basic directions that you can give those people?
So the first one is that you gotta hold on. You know, it will take a little bit of time, but you gotta have trust in yourself, and you have to keep working towards it. So even if you have 10 subscribers, there are still the 10 people who want to watch you. So you love those 10 people. Even if it's one person who's like, okay, I want to watch you, even that is so precious, because, you know, that is your audience, and somebody already saying that I want to watch you is already something. So keep holding on and keep working towards it. Second thing I would suggest is that take it very seriously. Don't just put one video in 6 months or 3 months. Be consistent. Set a calendar, like if you want to do 4 videos in a month, 2 videos in a month, 30 videos in a month, then be consistent towards it, so that your audience knows that, you know, you are serious about it.
Right.
So yeah, be regular, be consistent, and apart from that, respect your audience, love your audience, rely to them, because, you know, even you feel good and even they feel good that there's a human behind, there's a human connection. So like that, I have so many people that I love from the comments, and I know them not personally,
But through comments.
Yeah, through comments. I'm like, yeah, that's Robert, that's Sam, that's this person, that's this person. So yeah, it feels good. So I just put it feels good after every sentence, even if
She is always, you know, feeling good. Like, you know, she's like, you know, so high on life and with everything. And yeah, I think that's a beautiful state to be in, to be very honest. You know, even after every, you have to sort of just say it, you know.
feels good.
Feels good, man. It feels really good. That's beautiful, right? Yeah. Okay. So these are the tips that you would like to give. And possibly, guys, if you have any questions, like, you know, she's not there on Instagram, but you guys can possibly DM me. And after this session, if you have any questions or anything at all, just feel free to DM those questions to me. I'll ask her and I'll let you guys know.
There's a question.
Okay. And you're actually doing it. Shiva, you'll have to read it. Like, you know, my...
We have been hearing this thing, follow your
passion, do what you love, make it your career, and you'll do wonders. And you are actually doing it. How does it feel? What's your say about it?
It feels really good. It feels really good to actually, find what you were aiming at, or what you thought you were aiming at, or something that came to you. Like finally something that feels like home, something that feels like, okay, I am ready to wake up at 5 a.m. or like 4 a.m. for it. I'm ready to do it every day, all the time.
Right.
I'm asked to do it.
Yeah, she used to wake up like really early. And she did it so consistently. Like if she has to go out, she will just go out. Yeah.
So yeah, like once you do find what you love, you have to hold on to it, and it'll always make you feel so good. Yeah, again feeling good.
That's it. You'll feel good about everything, about every little thing, and I think that's the what do you call, like that's how you want to live your life. That you should feel good all the time, like for as long as possible. Just sustain, like that feeling should sustain basically. Yeah. All right. So we have finished our questions, and let's just quickly scroll and see if we have any more questions. And Alexa is just saying something. And after that, we are going to ask her to do that little bit about
Theater?
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then we will end our session with the section of word association. So let's quickly check if we have any more questions.
Bus.
All right. Okay, so we have covered all the questions. So all right, guys, let's do a little. Just me?
Yeah. But the thing is that like the dialogue that I use is like a little bad word. So if
It's okay.
that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Absolutely, it's okay. Go on.
So yeah, so I cannot just say dialogue, because that will just be like, okay, kahan se aaya, kya hai iska
With all the feelings and everything. सब कुछ आना चाहिए.
हाँ, so this play that I used to do, that was called Oh Haramzade by Premchand. And in that play, it's basically about this girl who is from Jalandhar, but she moves to Europe. Europe? Europe.
It's okay. It's alright.
And she gets married to a guy from there, and she is living there, life is good, whatever, but then she's really missing her country, she's really missing home. So one day she finally tells her husband that, okay, I will show you my country and come with me. So they come to India, and she is not so happy because the way she left it was different from way she's finding it now. So she came back to Jalandhar, and she's taking a stroll, being a little unhappy about the situation, and suddenly she hears a sound, somebody calling her. And that's me. That's Jasmeet, her old friend, calling for her to look back and just talk.
All right.
So
We are ready.
So that's me in the market, and that's my friend who's walking ahead sad. So it goes like, ओ हरामजादी, अबे ओ हरामजादी, साली कमीनी, अब तू पीछे मुड़कर भी नहीं देखेगी. अबे ओ सुअर की पूंछ, साली सड़े हुए आम की गुठली, पीछे मुड़कर तो देख. अबे ओ 100 बच्चों की माँ जो कभी होंगे नहीं, पीछे मुड़कर तो देख. अबे ओ हरामजादी. And then she's like, साली तू, मुझे पता था इतनी गंदी गालियाँ सिर्फ तू ही दे सकती है. And the conversation goes on, and we abuse each other for a little bit, and then we fight, and then we're like, okay, how are you? Why did you forget me? Why did you call back?
I am clapping on behalf of everyone here, and I absolutely loved when she used to do this part, and she was absolutely in that vibe. And vibe is absolutely the perfect word to fit in wherever you want it. And yes, so I think
And actually,
yeah, please.
So this is like the mid part of the play. So basically, the girl Leela is telling the story to this Indian guy who came to Europe, and her husband was like, okay, my wife is really gonna love you, so you should come home. And he comes home, so Leela is really happy, so she's talking to this guy, Sahani, and she is narrating the story. So like after, so she's like, okay, yeah, then I went to India, then I met my friend, and this happened, that happened. So the end dialogue is that they are again sitting in the drawing room, and the guy asks that Jasmeet, no, yeah, you have something, a regret, a peace in your heart that is still, you know, something that feels not right, something that is not feeling good. And she is like, Sahani ji, आप मेरी बात सुनकर ये बिल्कुल मत सोचिएगा कि मुझे जिंदगी से कोई शिकायत या कोई टीस है, बल्कि जिंदगी ने तो मुझे बहुत दिया है जितना मैं डिजर्व भी नहीं करती थी शायद। लेकिन हाँ, एक चीज की आस मेरे दिल में अभी भी रहती है कि मैं यूं ही किसी दिन बाजार पे निकल जाऊं और मुझे पीछे से आवाज आए, एंड देन फ्रॉम द बैक स्टेज आई एम लाइक, ओ हरामजादी, एंड शी इज लाइक, एंड दैट, और उस आवाज को मैं गले से लगा लूं, एंड आई गो ऑन लाइक, ओ हरामजादी, पीछे मुड़ के तो देख. सो दिस साइमल्टेनियसली गोज ऑन, एंड इट्स अ रियली, यू नो, feels good, it gives me
absolutely.
she's like, और मैं उसको बहुत प्यार करूं और ये करूं वो करूं, and that goes on, so it's nice.
I remember that part. Yeah,
listen.
it actually, you know, it actually gives you goosebumps, and you can feel it. And she is like, you know, shouting and on the top of her lungs. And the girl who played Leela, she also did a really good job. And she basically, yes, absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that we could, you know, bring that part of Shiva back again through this episode. And I really loved it. And now I'm sort of, you know, missing her plays.
Me too.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go to our last section of this session. And as you all know, that my sessions are divided into two parts. One session is the video Instagram live, and the other part is the audio, which is basically the podcast episode. So let's end this session with our round of word association. All right,
Yes.
ready?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good to go?
Yes.
All right. So, your first prompt is your favorite app.
In short.
Absolutely, I was expecting that. All right. So, could you maybe just, you know, in 3-4 lines, tell your ideal day?
Ideal day.
Yes.
It's a schedule that I'm following every day. It's so ideal. It's perfect. I wake up at 5. I do my stuff.
Right.
You know, I go for a walk. I come back. I make breakfast. I play the guitar. I draw. I exercise. And yeah, every day
It's
feels
like
yeah.
ideal.
There's nothing that I would if nature was possible, then that would come into picture.
Right.
But right now, with whatever I have, it's pretty
Perfect.
ideal. Yeah.
Wow, that's something. That is something. For sure. Okay, so could you tell us something from your wish list?
My wish list.
Anything, like, you know, wish list can be about anything and everything. So
I would really like to have a really nice amplifier for my electric guitar.
perfect. All right. So, what color do you think you are?
Mustard.
Anyway. All right. So, if you could teach a subject, what would that subject be?
Psychology.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And I think you would be a great teacher.
Thank you.
For sure. All right. So the next question is, what is your, according to you, what is your spirit animal?
Monkey.
Huh. All right. Perfect. And maybe you could, you know, just maybe top it off with one last question. What is your favorite season?
Winters.
Perfect. I think that was a
Good session.
absolutely great
Thank you so
session.
much for inviting me, Shruti, and it was a pleasure to come and share the stage with you. And thank you for taking me back on the memories and
Absolutely.
So thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Vicky.
Absolutely, and I have to tell you that I loved, like, obviously I know you as a sister, but during this session it was more about a host and a guest,
Right.
and that's how I asked you those questions, and you answered all of them really in a beautiful way, and I am so glad that even like being sisters, we were sort of able to connect in a host and a guest sort of.
Right.
So
Like
I
very
just-
professionally.
very
it happened.
professionally, yeah,
Somehow.
absolutely. Like somehow it just happened that way. So thank you for being a part of this. I really look forward to sit with you for our next session, because obviously we won't be getting on call. We'll just sit right next to each other
Right.
and record the next session. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guests. Thank you, audience. Shubh Ratri. Bye bye.
all right, guys. So I think this was an absolutely amazing session that I had with my sister, and there were some questions that I asked that I asked them as a host, and those questions, some of those questions, obviously I knew the answer for, but some questions were just there, yeah, just for me to know, for you guys to know. And next week we will come back for another great session with one of my another close friend who is a scientist, who is in States, and basically it will be all about her life living away, like home away from home. So yeah, absolutely, this was absolutely another amazing session. Have a great weekend, you all, and thank you for being a part of this episode, and let's connect very soon next weekend over our next episode. And for the podcast, you can either go on Spotify, you can go on Google Podcast, you can check Shruti Out Loud podcast on YouTube also. So there you go. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe.